Odeon Leicester Square, obviously one of the world famous venues for a premiere, and tonight is no different. We've got The Inglourious Basterds, directed by everyone's modern day favourite director, Quentin Tarantino. Now, the star of the film, Brad Pitt, won't be here, but we're expecting an excellent guest list, and it just shows you how well respected this man is. Rihanna showed up with her new mate, Mr. Hudson, after her recent problems with Chris Brown. Mickey Rourke was there, the Oscar nominee from earlier this year. And Neve Campbell, well, she's a Londoner, and she decided to come and show her support. So he's perfected the art of cult movies, things like Kill Bill 1 and 2, and of course Pulp Fiction. So now we're waiting to see whether we can go into a new genre and take that by storm as well, the wartime films. It's a bit like Michael Owen going to Man United. You don't think it's necessarily a good idea that he does a war film, and then you actually think about it and you realise, yeah, Owen's going to score 20.
Really. Yeah, it's perfect, really, you know, when you think about it. Yeah, I like that, that's funny. Yeah, but you'd never put Brad Pitt in it either, but, you know, I'm sure it's going to work.
So don't worry, Quentin, you've got Ronan Keating's seal of approval. But let's listen to what the real people think. His producer, Lawrence Bender.
This is not like your dad's war film. This is Quentin's war film. So it has all that humor and violence and great dialogue and character and music that Quentin normally does, but also has this kind of rich texture that a war film from this era would have too, like a weightiness also and a maturity. So it's a really wonderful combination of Quentin Tarantino's characters and stuff and this World War II thing.
And of course the thing that everyone loves about Tarantino films is that he pushes the boundaries, and he has a lot of fans right throughout the industry.
I think when you're someone who is this out there with their filmmaking, who's really courageous, you're going to get mixed reviews sometimes, but I think that's a lot more exciting than someone who's just making something we've seen 10 times over.
He is interested in film, and that's where his feet are grounded. Would he leave his ground, he would leave film. You know, Quentin is film. Quentin is not just film knowledge, he is filmmaking, and he, you know, this is his guiding theme in his life. And, you know, you can learn and learn and learn and learn.
Now, you might not have recognised that person, but that's Christoph Waltz, one of the leads in the film, and his performance is taking the world by storm. He's already touted for an Oscar nomination, and that European twang certainly lets him be a bit more romantic about Quentin.
Keyword is inspiration, because this is how Quentin works. He works through inspiration. He doesn't work through instruction. He doesn't work through you know, ordering people around and telling them what to do. He inspires them to do exactly what he wants.
And so the night of the premiere of Inglourious Basterds, where the main star didn't attend, Diane Kruger wouldn't speak to the press, it all didn't really matter, did it? Because everyone who turned up at Leicester Square was here for one person and one person only, Mr. Quentin Tarantino. Hello, Quentin.
Hey, how you doing, mate?
Very good. So you're ticking off the genres, slowly but surely. Now it's a war film. Have you always wanted to make a war film?
Yeah, I have actually. I've always liked them. I've always loved that kind of bunch of guys on a mission genre myself. So this was my way of throwing my hat in the ring. Brad was so much fun, and he stayed in character for most of the movies, which was great. And Diane is wonderful, and she proved herself to be a wonderful comedian in this movie as well.
And the question I've always wanted to ask the director of our generation, if he could have directed one film in the last 50 years, what would it be?
Oh gosh, you know, the one of the movies either I would say Good and the Bad and the Ugly or His Girl Friday.
Okay, cool.
Thanks a lot, mate.
Well, one of those moments that you just don't really think it's really happened. I've just met Quentin Tarantino, my film hero, probably all of yours as well. And I'm sorry, I don't care if you're jealous, because it's one of the best moments of my life. I'm sure that Inglourious Basterds is going to live up to its reputation already and become the most successful film of the summer.